Gentlemen, if you've passed 60 and feel like your energy or performance is slipping, you're not imagining it. Maybe you've noticed a weaker response in the bedroom, or a tired, heavy feeling in your legs. Perhaps your hands and feet stay cold even when the room is warm. These aren't random signs. They're your body's way of waving a red flag. And in most cases, the problem starts with one thing: your circulation. When blood flow slows, every part of you feels it: your stamina, your mood, your confidence, even your ability to enjoy the moments that matter most. I'm Dr. Marissa Blake, a men's health specialist with over 20 years of experience. I've worked with thousands of men across the country who face the exact same challenges, and I've seen firsthand how the right natural strategies can restore performance, boost vitality, and bring back the spark many thought was gone forever. Today, I'm going to share 3 foods that can rapidly improve blood flow, especially to the areas where it matters most. They're safe, inexpensive, and supported by solid research, and one of them works so quickly, some men feel the difference within days. If you're ready to take back your energy and performance without relying on pills or surgery, let's get started. Why circulation declines after 60. Before we talk about the foods that can bring your energy back, we need to understand why circulation often slows down after 60, and I promise to keep this simple. Think of your circulatory system like a network of highways. When you were younger, those roads were smooth, wide, and traffic flowed easily. But over time, cracks form, lanes narrow, debris builds up, traffic slows. And in your body, that traffic is blood. Your blood has an important job. It delivers oxygen and nutrients to every cell, every muscle, and every organ. It carries away waste products your body doesn't need. When blood can't move freely, your cells starve. Your energy drops. Your muscles weaken. And the areas of your body that depend on fast, strong blood flow, like your heart and sexual organs, begin to underperform. Why does this happen with age? Several reasons. First, your blood vessels become less flexible. When they can't widen and contract easily, circulation slows. Second, your body produces less nitric oxide, a natural chemical that signals your blood vessels to open up. Without enough of it, even healthy vessels can't carry as much blood. Third, years of inflammation and small amounts of plaque buildup begin to add up. The result is narrowed arteries, especially in smaller vessels in the lower body. For men over 60, these changes often appear as colder hands and feet, shortness of breath during mild activity, slower recovery after exercise, weaker or less reliable erections, fatigue that doesn't go away with rest. Many men blame these issues on just getting older, but in reality, they're warning signs. Your body is saying, I need better circulation. Here's the good news. Poor circulation isn't always permanent. Blood vessels can be supported, repaired, and in some cases, even regrown. You just need to give your body the right tools. And those tools aren't found in a prescription bottle. They're in everyday foods that improve vessel flexibility, lower inflammation, and boost nitric oxide production naturally. When you start feeding your circulation instead of ignoring it, you set off a chain reaction. Energy comes back. Muscles respond faster. Confidence rises because your body is finally working with you, not against you. In the next section, we'll look at the first of 3 powerful foods that can start that process right away. It's cheap, common, and so effective it's been called nature's blood flow activator. Food 1. Garlic, nature's blood flow activator. Let's start with a food you've probably walked past hundreds of times in the grocery store without thinking twice. Garlic. It might be small, but inside each clove is a compound so powerful it can help restore blood flow from the inside out. That compound is called allicin. When you crush or chop fresh garlic, allicin is released, and it goes to work fast. Here's what it does. Allicin helps your blood vessels relax and widen. That means more blood can flow through, reaching your muscles, organs, and yes, your most personal areas. It also helps reduce plaque buildup inside your arteries and lowers blood pressure in a gentle, natural way. Why is this important for men over 60? Because by this age, your blood vessels are often stiffer and narrower than they used to be. Your body produces less nitric oxide, the chemical that tells vessels to open up. That combination creates a bottleneck in your circulation, exactly what garlic helps relieve. I've seen this in my clinic more times than I can count. One of my patients, Harold, was 67 and had been feeling sluggish for years. His legs cramped when he walked more than a block, and intimacy had become frustrating for both him and his wife. Instead of reaching for a prescription, we started with food. Harold began adding raw garlic to his breakfast every day. Within a month, he noticed his legs didn't ache as much. By 2 months, he had more stamina in every part of life, and his wife noticed the difference too. The best part? Garlic works on multiple fronts. It improves vessel flexibility, supports nitric oxide production, and reduces inflammation, all at the same time. That's something medication can't do without side effects. So how do you use it for the best results? Here's the simplest method. Crush or chop 3 to 4 fresh garlic cloves each morning. Let them sit for about 10 minutes before eating. This allows the allicin to fully activate. If the taste is too strong, mix the garlic with a teaspoon of raw honey or stir it into mashed avocado on whole grain toast. You can also add minced garlic to salads, soups, or vegetable dishes. But raw is most effective for circulation. The key is consistency. 1 clove today won't change much, but daily use over weeks can strengthen your blood vessels, improve oxygen delivery, and bring back energy you thought was gone for good. Garlic is just the first step. Next, we'll look at a food that doesn't rely on plant compounds at all, but instead uses healthy fats to rebuild and protect your arteries from the inside. This one has been called the Artery Repair Kit, and it's a staple in the diets of some of the healthiest people in the world. Food 2. Fatty fish. The Artery Repair Kit. If garlic is nature's blood flow activator, fatty fish is nature's artery repair kit. We're talking about salmon, mackerel, sardines, and similar cold water fish. These aren't just healthy protein. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which have remarkable effects on your circulation. Here's why that matters. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation inside your arteries. They make the vessel walls more flexible so blood can move through easily. And they support nitric oxide production, the very signal your body uses to widen blood vessels when more blood is needed. Think of omega-3s as oiling the hinges on a rusty door. Instead of forcing the door open, they restore its natural movement. In your body, that means smoother, stronger blood flow, without strain. I'll share an example. Robert, a 65-year-old retired teacher, came to me feeling worn out. His hands and feet were always cold. He struggled to walk upstairs without getting winded, and though he didn't say it directly, his body language told me intimacy was becoming an issue. We didn't start with pills. Instead, I asked him to eat fatty fish 3 times a week. Sometimes grilled salmon, sometimes canned sardines on whole grain crackers. We cut back on processed meats and added simple sides like steamed vegetables or a small salad. 6 weeks later, Robert came back a different man. His skin looked healthier. His hands were warm. He told me he'd started taking daily walks again, not because he had to, but because he wanted to. And with a smile, he added, "My wife says I'm back." That's the kind of whole-body change omega-3s can create. They don't just work on one pathway. They improve vessel health, reduce inflammation, support heart function, and even help maintain muscle strength. Here's how to make them part of your routine. Aim for 2 to 4 servings of fatty fish each week. Choose wild-caught salmon, mackerel, sardines, or herring when possible. If fresh fish isn't available, Canned options in water or olive oil are fine. Grill, bake, or steam. Avoid deep frying, which adds unhealthy fats. You can also supplement with high-quality fish oil if needed, but whole food sources give you extra nutrients like vitamin D and selenium. When you combine fatty fish with garlic, you're already tackling circulation from two powerful angles. Garlic helps open the vessels. Omega-3s help keep them clean and flexible. Next, we'll add the third food, one that works through a completely different mechanism, fighting oxidative stress and strengthening your vessel walls with a burst of vitamin C and antioxidants. Food number 3, citrus fruits, the vessel protector, approx. Or 480 words. Garlic opens your blood vessels. Fatty fish keeps them flexible. Now let's protect them and even help them rebuild with something bright, refreshing, and easy to find. Citrus fruits. We're talking about oranges, grapefruits, lemons, and limes. They're packed with vitamin C, flavonoids, and other plant compounds that directly support your circulation. Here's how they work. Vitamin C is essential for making collagen and elastin, the flexible proteins that keep your blood vessel walls strong yet elastic. Without enough of it, vessels can weaken and stiffen, making it harder for blood to flow where it's needed. Flavonoids, especially hesperidin and naringin, found in oranges and grapefruits, boost nitric oxide production. That means your vessels can widen more easily when blood flow needs to increase. These compounds also help reduce oxidative stress, the internal rust that damages arteries over time. Let me share an example. James, a 68-year-old retiree, told me his hands and feet stayed cold all year. He felt drained before noon and had started avoiding afternoon walks. His blood work was fine, but his quality of life was slipping. We added one simple habit: fresh citrus every day. Sometimes a glass of freshly squeezed orange juice with breakfast. Other days, half a grapefruit mid-morning, or lemon slices in his water bottle. After 8 weeks, James noticed his hands felt warmer. His energy lasted longer into the evening. He was walking again, and even his posture improved. He told me, "It feels like my body woke up." That's the protective power of citrus. It doesn't just give you a quick boost. It fortifies your blood vessels so they stay healthy for the long term. Here's how to add it to your day. Start your morning with a fresh orange or half a grapefruit. Keep a water bottle with lemon or lime slices nearby and sip throughout the day. Add a squeeze of lemon over fish, salads, or steamed vegetables. If you enjoy juice, choose freshly squeezed or cold-pressed with no added sugar. Aim for at least 1 solid serving of citrus daily. It can be fruit, juice, or a generous squeeze in your meals. When you combine citrus with garlic and fatty fish, you've got a 3-step system. Garlic opens the blood vessels. Fatty fish repairs and keeps them flexible. Citrus protects and strengthens them against future damage. In the next section, we'll see why using all 3 together creates results far greater than using any one of them alone. Each of these foods, garlic, fatty fish, and citrus, can improve circulation on its own. But when you combine them, the effects multiply. Think of it like a 3-person team. One opens the door, one repairs the hinges, and one makes sure the door stays strong for years to come. That's how these foods work in your blood vessels. Garlic is the opener. It relaxes your vessels, allowing more blood to flow through. Fatty fish is the repair crew. Its omega-3 fats smooth out inflammation and make those vessels more flexible. Citrus is the protector. Its vitamin C and flavonoids strengthen and shield the vessel walls from future damage. When you eat them together, you're tackling circulation from every angle. The result? Better blood flow. More oxygen and nutrients delivered to your muscles, heart, and lower body. And stronger, more reliable performance in every part of life. I saw this firsthand with Michael, a 72-year-old former carpenter. He'd been struggling with cold feet, low stamina, and a frustrating loss of bedroom confidence. We didn't change his whole diet. We just made sure these 3 foods became part of his weekly routine. Garlic with breakfast, fatty fish 3 times a week, fresh citrus every single day. At his 3-month check-in, the change was obvious. His handshake was stronger. He looked more alert. He told me his walks were longer, his feet stayed warm, and his wife was smiling more often. That's the beauty of synergy. You don't need extreme diets or expensive supplements. You need consistent complementary actions that help your body repair itself. Here's the key takeaway. If you only use one of these foods, you'll get some benefit. But if you use all 3 consistently, you create a steady, reinforcing cycle. Garlic improves blood flow today. Fatty fish keeps that flow smooth and steady tomorrow. Citrus protects your vessels for the weeks and years ahead. Over time, this combination can mean fewer cramps, warmer hands and feet, better stamina, and renewed energy in the bedroom, all without depending on medications that only mask the problem. In the next section, we'll cover common mistakes men make when trying to improve their circulation, and how to avoid them so you get the fastest, most reliable results. Common mistakes to avoid. When men try to improve their circulation, I see the same mistakes over and over. These mistakes slow progress, cause frustration, and make it harder to see real results. Mistake 1. Expecting instant change. Your blood vessels didn't stiffen or narrow overnight, and they won't repair overnight either. Garlic, fatty fish, and citrus work with your body's natural rhythms. You might notice subtle changes within a couple of weeks, but the biggest improvements come after consistent use for months. Mistake 2. Using the wrong form of the food. Garlic powder, fish sticks, and orange-flavored drinks are not the same as fresh whole foods. Allicin in garlic is strongest when it's raw and freshly crushed. Omega-3s in fish work best from wild-caught sources, not deep-fried fillets. Vitamin C and flavonoids in citrus are most potent in fresh fruit or juice without added sugar. Mistake 3. Ignoring the rest of your lifestyle. You can eat the right foods, but if you're dehydrated, sitting all day, or sleeping poorly, your circulation will still suffer. Your blood is nearly half water. Without enough hydration, even the best diet can't deliver nutrients where they're needed. Movement, good sleep, and stress control all work alongside your diet to restore healthy blood flow. Mistake 4. Giving up too soon. Some men try for a week, don't feel young again, and stop. The truth is, real change is the result of small steps repeated daily. Stay with the plan long enough for your body to adapt, and you'll be surprised how much can change. Avoiding these mistakes will save you time, frustration, and money. Instead of chasing quick fixes, focus on steady progress. That's how you get circulation strong enough to support energy, stamina, and confidence for the long term. Next, I'll give you a simple 7-day action plan to make these changes part of your life without overcomplicating things. The 7-day action plan. Changing your circulation doesn't have to be complicated. Here's a simple 7-day plan to start building momentum right now. Follow it for 1 week, then repeat. It's designed to be realistic, not overwhelming. Morning. Start your day with 1 large clove of raw garlic. Crush or chop it. Let it sit for 10 minutes. Then eat it with a teaspoon of raw honey or mix into avocado on toast. Drink a full glass of water before your coffee or tea. This primes your circulation for the day. Mid-morning. Have a piece of fresh citrus, an orange, half a grapefruit, or lemon water. This gives you vitamin C and flavonoids to strengthen vessel walls. Lunch or dinner. Include a serving of fatty fish at least 3 times this week. Grill salmon, bake mackerel, or enjoy sardines on whole grain crackers. Add steamed vegetables or a salad, topped with a squeeze of lemon. Daily movement. Take a 10-15 minute walk after lunch or dinner to keep blood moving. Hydration: carry a water bottle with lemon slices and sip throughout the day. Evening routine: dim lights and turn off screens 30 minutes before bed. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep to allow your blood vessels to repair overnight. Weekly goal: garlic daily, fatty fish 3 to 4 servings per week, citrus daily, walk daily, water steady intake. By the end of the first week, you may notice warmer hands and feet, steadier energy, and less muscle fatigue. Keep repeating this cycle, and in a few months, you'll see deeper, more lasting results. If you take one thing from this, let it be this: your body can still heal. Even after 60, your circulation, stamina, and performance are not set in stone. You've just learned a simple plan built on real foods your body already understands. Garlic to open your vessels, fatty fish to repair and keep them flexible, citrus to protect and strengthen them. These aren't gimmicks. They're science-backed, safe, and affordable. But they only work if you use them consistently. I've watched countless men follow this approach and turn things around. Their energy came back, their confidence returned, and their relationships grew stronger. Now it's your turn. Start today. Crush that garlic clove in the morning. Add citrus to your lunch. Make fish part of your weekly menu. Walk after meals. Drink more water. Give your body the tools it's been missing. And if you're ready to commit, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a yes in the comments if you're going to start the 7-day plan, or share your biggest circulation challenge. Your story might be exactly what another man needs to hear to take his first step. If this helped you, hit the like button. Share it with a friend, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Your best years can still be ahead, and they start with what you do today. You are not past your prime. You are not too old to change. Your body is still capable of growth, repair, and strength, if you give it the chance. I've seen men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s reclaim energy they thought was gone for good. They didn't do it with extreme workouts or expensive treatments. They did it with small, consistent choices, day after day, that restored their circulation and vitality from the inside out. That's what you have in front of you now: a chance to take control, to wake up with more energy, to feel stronger in your steps and more confident in your skin, to enjoy life on your terms. So start small, but start today. Because every garlic clove, every serving of fish, every squeeze of lemon is another step toward the man you want to be. Remember, it's never too late to feel alive again. Your best years are not behind you. They're waiting for you to claim them.